You guys, welcome back to Channel Claire. I hope that you're having an amazing day wherever you are in this crazy world. Now, we're going to be delving into some shallow news because it's really just not that deep. And I know that you guys, well, most people cannot stand the Kardashians. They think that they're talentless, they got their money, whatever. I am talking about the Kardashians because their new season started today on Hulu. Now, mind you, they had Keeping Up with the Kardashians that ran on E. That ended, they went over to Hulu, and they have their new show there. I think this may be the third or fourth season there. Gosh, time really flies. Anyway, the Kardashians need therapy, and specifically Kourtney and Kim, man. And we need to throw Kris Jenner in there because I feel like as a mother, it seems like she's picked sides and or is picking sides, and you just shouldn't do that between siblings and your children. Like, you gotta kind of remain neutral. So I feel like Kris has picked sides, so I feel like she needs to be in this therapy session. But Kim and Kourtney have some deep-seated issues that they need to work out. Kim has always been very driven and ambitious. I get it. Kourtney, she's kind of different from the family. She likes to just have a family life, raise her children, deal with what makes her happy, whereas it may not be the business, go get them, let's make a bag, this, that, and other. She's just more, let me take care of my family and do the things that I want to do, and that's it. I don't want to do anything that I really don't want to have to do. And she has her passion projects now out there. I think she has Poosh, and she has like her vitamin line out or whatever. And I am so sorry, that's my washer in the back. Hold on. Okay, I closed the door, so hopefully that's less noise from my washing machine. But anyway, yeah, so Kourtney has her own passion project now with Poosh and her vitamins line. She is married to Travis Barker. They're in a relationship that is very affectionate, and they've created their own little family, and she's very involved and loves that lifestyle with them, their Dolce Vita lifestyle, as she likes to call it. But they're very different. They're very different, the two of them. Kim's values, it seems like, very much differ from Kourtney's. Kim is very much about working, success, what's the next thing, business. And the family has become a business. The family is a business. And I think that Kourtney forgets that a little bit. Not that it's a good thing that family is a business, but I think that she forgets it. But it's been this way for a long time. So I'm just surprised that she hasn't gotten it quite yet. And we know that Kourtney and Kim have had beef for a minute, I think there was a story that Kris was telling, and I think she told it backwards, but however it goes, I believe it was that Kim wore a pair of Kourtney's jeans to school, and Kourtney bust up in the classroom demanding that Kim take the damn jeans off in the middle of the dang on class. They have also gotten in a fight on their show, like a slapping fight. Now, nobody was punching each other, but they were slapping each other. There was an altercation, a physical altercation. Kim's makeup was on the side of the wall, her whole face. Khloe was trying to break it up very poorly. I think they were all just in shock that it was happening. And then last season, we had the issue with them beefing, Kim and Kourtney, because Kourtney got married. She had this very 90s Dolce & Gabbana aesthetic and vibe to it. And then Kim got offered to do a Dolce & Gabbana like collaboration collection capsule with the creators of, Dolce & Gabbana. And they went kind of with that same route of the 90s Dolce Vita, dark grunge kind of romantic feeling that Kourtney is very much playing up with Travis. Like, once she got with Travis, her whole style changed completely. It was more like that gothic, rugged, rough, everything black, leather, tight, short. Like, she got the little bob going on. Like, her whole aesthetic changed when she got with Travis. And I feel like I'm a little biased towards Kim just because, I don't know. I feel like I'm just a tad bit more biased towards Kim, but I do understand where Kourtney is coming from at the same time. But I do recall watching Aphrodite. If you don't know who Aphrodite is, he does tarot card readings on this platform. He's on like, you know, different pop culture news and stuff like that. He's very good. He's been spot on so many times. And I do feel like while Kim and Kourtney have had an issue, and Kourtney has had an issue with her family and feeling like they don't really understand her, I definitely feel once Travis got more involved that this divide and division between the family, where it's really Kourtney on one side and everybody else on the other, well, we don't really know where Rob stands, but the people who are on the show that are in the public, there's this divide, and I feel like Travis has a lot to do with it. And Aphrodite said while, you know, Travis is not pushing Kourtney to have these altercations and difficulties with her family, he may enjoy it. He may make little comments that like tick in her head that make her want to react in the way that she reacts towards Kim and the rest of the family. So he's kind of like lighting the fire, but not really, but kind of, sort of, because it really has ignited even more this just fire between these two sisters when he came into the picture. So this whole new, this clip or scene that has come out of the newest episode of the Kardashians has come out, and I wanted to kind of do a reaction to it because it started and, you know, I was like, oh my God, what the fuck is going on? These girls need therapy. And Chris, I am so surprised you have not gotten them in therapy yet. You know you like a good show. You could definitely monetize that fucking shit. We'd watch it. We watch everything the fuck else, no matter how much trash people like to talk about, y'all. But they need something. I know you're in close contacts with like Dr. Phil or Dr. Drew or whatever the fuck. Like, y'all need therapy. So I wanted to kind of watch and react this video because it was very heated, very, very heated. And we'll see what they're talking about. I think I am gonna have like a little shallow news for things that just aren't that deep, but like I want to talk about. Because we do talk about like a lot of heavy shit and like people doing horrific things, and it's just like, it's nice to take a break sometimes and just talk about the frivolous shit that happens in life. Makeup, hair, style, who's copying who, blind items, you know? Which is what I've ever, you know, wanted to do anyway. And then all this dark shit started happening. And I feel like that's everything that I've been talking about. I'm just, it's too much sometimes. But yes, shallow news. Okay, so let's get into somebody else's business since they're letting us in. I have up the video. This premiered. The premiere was today, actually, like midnight. It comes out on Hulu. So this is Kim sitting on her couch and she's on the phone with Kourtney. So that's what I'm going to be listening to. Let me make sure it's turned up.
You cannot stand someone else being the center of attention. You came to my wedding, you couldn't be happy. You complained from the second you got there till the second you left. That's what it's about. Forget about you couldn't be happy. You couldn't be happy for me. You couldn't be happy that I was the center of attention and you weren't. What is it that you feel so low of me?
Wow. Now off the bat, okay. So off the bat, we know that Kourtney accused Kim of using her whole wedding aesthetic as her inspiration for her collaboration with Dolce & Gabbana. Now Kourtney is saying that Kim was there complaining the whole time, was completely unhappy, and she feels in her soul that she was not only just unhappy, but she was unhappy for her sister. She was unhappy for Kourtney. That's what Kim is saying she feels from Kim. Like, she literally was not happy to be there in support of her sister getting married. That's huge. That is huge among sisters. And imagine having that feeling that your sister is not happy that you're getting married, and then to be the other sister hearing that your sister thinks that you're unhappy for them getting married. And I'm just like, from what I saw of the wedding and everything, we didn't really get to see, they had like their special and everything. I didn't see it, but of course we only see what they want us to see. I'm sure there was a lot of behind the scenes shit going on, and I do think that the families like to shit talk each other. There's so many of them, and even within like a big group, you know, of friends, there are typically you know, one or two or a few that are closer than, you know, the rest of the group. And that's probably the same in a big family like theirs, that there's sisters that are closer or siblings that are closer than the others. But it's just like, holy fuck. That's a huge accusation to make from Kourtney. And it's like, I feel like she's speaking out, like you can hear it's like all this stuff that she's had inside that she's just like word vomiting out and like getting it all off of her chest. And Kim is like, what the actual fuck is your problem with me? Like, you clearly just don't fucking like me. But I think it's so much there, and I think both of them can be right, and I think both of them can be wrong. But I do feel as though a lot of it does stem from Kim being so driven and ambitious. Like, she is about her fucking money. She's about her bag. She's constantly evolving. She's not just that sex tape girl with Ray J or the Playboy girl. She has gone on to do other stuff in business, major things, you know, Skims and everything the fuck else. She went to do lawyering or whatever, and she's now doing acting. She has allowed for her family, like her siblings, to make a name for themselves and have their own passion projects and do this, that, and the other solely based on the fact that she was Kim Kardashian, you know, and the family were able to make it off of her back. And I do feel like Kourtney hates that. I feel like she fucking hates that Kim was the one that shot them to like stardom, and that she kind of owes a little bit of her lifestyle and the way that she lives and everything like that to Kim. I think she fucking hates it, and I think she resents it, and at the same time I think that Kim makes it very well known to them that I was the one that put us fucking here, and never fucking forget it. And I think that Kris also does a very good job of reminding all of them that Kim was the one that made us all and got here, you know, like this, like she even, I think it was at her birthday party where Kris was talking about passing the role on or passing the baton over to Kim, and Kim's like, oh, I'm not ready yet, and Kourtney's sitting there like, well, goddamn, I'm the fucking oldest. You're not gonna pass it to me, you're gonna pass it to Kim. And it's just like, you could see the uncomfortability with Kourtney sitting there at that moment, and like Travis was sitting there too, and they're giving each other like looks like, what the fuck. But Kris makes it very clear who she favors. And I think there was that one point Kylie was the favorite, you know, like the billionaire. But I really think Kim is that favorite because she got them where they are. And there would be no Kylie, with Kylie getting her lip kits or whatever, if Kim hadn't done what she did first, like truly. And I'm like, ooh, there's so much deep shit with them. They need a therapy show. Y'all love to do shows, go on therapy, get Dr. Phil, Dr. Drew, whatever the fuck, do therapy. So it continues.
If you'd like to. No, I want you to dig deep and figure out why you hate me so much and why you're so angry with me, because all of this never happened. Ooh. I was so happy for you. I was so, why would I not be happy for you? I felt at my wedding like you weren't happy for me. Because you have...
There is something seriously wrong, because in her mind, Kourtney sees that her sister does not fucking like her and is not fucking happy with her. And Kim is like, none of that took place. Like, literally everything you're thinking in your mind, Kourtney, is completely untrue, and none of that fucking happened. That in itself is a mind fuck, dealing with individually, that what you're thinking in your mind another person is telling you is completely unfucking true. Now you're feeling like you're fucking crazy. But who knows what is true, because we weren't there. And it's just so sad that sisters are going through this shit. Like, goddamn. Like, and they don't like each other. So I think the tail end was Kim saying, you feel this way because you have a serious vendetta against me. But why? Why? What is the deep-seated issue? What is that, you know, that gradual thing that started this hate between the two of them? There is something, there's a serious vendetta, clearly, as Kim says.
It's a serious vendetta. You just are different. You hate us You're a different person. We all talk about it. I don't need you guys anymore.
Okay. So Kim goes, you're just a different person from all of us. You just hate us. So literally, Kim is sounding like she's speaking for everybody, like her family and everybody like that. Like they sit and talk about how the fact that Kourtney is different from everybody. She is off doing her own thing. She doesn't like them, doesn't want to be around. And Kourtney responds to that and says, because I don't need you anymore. Which is fucked up, because you were okay when you needed them, and you were reaping the benefits of when you guys were coming up and making a name for yourselves and everything like that. But now that you've got Travis and the whole clan, you're good and you don't need them anymore. But at the end of the day, that's your family, that's your blood. Like, I'm sure that there's some stuff that's going on in the background that we have no clue about, that Kourtney is just sitting on, like we have no fucking clue about. But at the end of the day, I think it's like family. Why? Like, it's kind of like, why is everybody else over here in agreement with each other, and then there's just Kourtney over here? You know what I mean? And it sucks for the black sheep of the family when you feel like nobody else fucking understands you, and you're, on this island alone, isolated, and your whole family is against you. And Kim literally saying, we all talk about how you don't like us, how you hate us. It's just like, oh my God, this is horrible.
I don't need to be a part of it.
I don't need to be a part of it.
All of your friends call us complaining, whether you think they're the ones going to you, they're all coming to us on the side saying the opposite to us. So we're all confused. We're on a group chat that's actually labeled not Kourtney. So we know and have to funnel what your friends are saying to us.
Oh, okay. So there's some deep low blows being thrown in this conversation that is just like a little over 2 minutes. The fact that they have a group chat, Kim is telling Kourtney, they have a group chat that is labeled not Kourtney, where Kourtney and Travis's friends, who are literally probably sitting in their faces, in agreement with them and whatever they're talking about, probably against the family. And then they're going and telling the family and Kim what the fuck Kourtney and Travis are saying, and saying that, that they're crazy and off their rocker and something's going on with them and blah, 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 playing both sides. That's what that sounds like. That the friends are this in between, and they're willing to go over and talk shit with Kourtney and Travis about Kim and the family, and then vice versa. And then we're like reporting back to one another, and that's just like fucking foolishness. And the fact that you're telling Kourtney that you have a group chat, that you're just sitting around talking about her, that's a lot. That is a lot. But for, Kourtney, kind of iconic. People are just sitting around in a group chat talking about your life and shit. I mean, iconic as fuck. Like, talk about not interesting. That's a lie. You remember when Kim said that Kourtney was the least interesting to look at? So mean. They have said some mean shit to each other. Oh my God. But yeah, this is bad. This is bad. So they're all talking shit behind each other's fucking backs. That causes, like, literally is going to be a tone of distrust, because you don't know who's saying this behind your back. You could tell this person one thing, and then they run and tell this person one thing, and it's all within the family, this happening with their close-knit, circle of friends. What, Jonathan and Lala and who else is always around? Oh, what the fuck? Stephanie, the one with the black hair. There's certain ones that are just like always around that we've seen for years. So they're running between the two, talking mad fucking shit, probably making this situation 3,000 times more worse than what it needed to be. But they're funneling things. So I honestly want to know, because on screen, Kourtney and Travis's relationship looks very loving, very affectionate, like they're very much in tune with each other. But I definitely feel like there's something there with Travis, y'all. There's something there. And ever since Aphrodite said what he said, I've kind of had my side eye to Travis. I kind of have, like, I really, really have. But I hope that, because she is so happy and in love, I hope it remains that way. There's something going on there. There's something going on. And the friends are telling the family.
And have to figure out why you're such a different person and why you have this vendetta out. I want to be a part of that. Like, they're your friends, the ones that you speak to on a daily basis. But you take it all out on me, and I'm trying the best that I can to reconcile and figure it out and call you all the time. It's about you. You are a narcissist. It is all about you. Anything you do, it's about you and about how it looks to the world about you.
Wow. Kourtney is sick of her. She's fucking sick of her. She's fucking sick of Kim Kardashian and shit always being about her and what Kim's doing next and Kim's doing that for the family and Kim's gonna put us here and Kim's face is this, got this opportunity. She's sick of fucking hearing it. And that can come off a little bit as jealousy. It can come off as that. It really, really can. But on the other side, Kourtney doesn't want that for herself. She's made it clear that she does not want that for herself. She does not want to do that type of work. She'd rather take care of the kids and be in the background and have her little poosh and have her little vitamins and like not be a, not do that. And when Kim has tried to make her do that, she pushed back against it and was like, I have a life, I have kids, da da da. So why do you care if Kim is doing X, Y, Z? All these opportunities that she's getting, yeah, it's gonna be about her. Like, that's what I don't get. Like, y'all are in a business. Y'all have been in business for years. And I feel like Kourtney is saying something, but she's not saying what she really wants to say. Like, this is like a surface for what she's really getting at. She's not saying really what her issue is with Kim. She's not getting there. So it's coming off as something else.
So you just want to clear up your facts. Take out my whole side of the episode. I don't give a what anyone thinks about me. Are you happy? Yes.
Damn.
Not.
Kourtney said, take out my part of the episode. I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks about me. And Kim goes, are you happy? And I have to agree because it's like, oh my God, there's so much heat behind this phone call. There's so much anger in Kourtney's voice. And like, she's just fucking done. Like, I definitely think they need some time away from each other. And she's fucking done. Kourtney's done. Whatever the fuck it is, she's over it. She's done. She's had enough of fucking Kim. I think there's, oh my gosh. She said, are you happy? Oh my God.
Not when I'm on the phone with you. I was 5 minutes ago.
Ew. And in this moment, I feel like Kim is kind of trying to have this conversation with Kourtney, and Kourtney is just like not gonna give anything at all. She's like, not on this phone with you at all. But of course, Kim was being shady when she said, are you happy? So she needed to shade her back. But wow. Kourtney.
All are concerned. We all think that you're just really not happy.
So they think that she's really not happy and that she's putting on a front of being happy with Travis. So that's why she's trying to like play it up so much, because she's really not happy. Is that what they're saying? Because like when you look at them, like she has her kids, her relationship, they're always together. He's super affectionate. He's always there when she needs her. So are they saying that there's really something going on within that dynamic that we're just all not seeing, and that she's fake happy? And that's why she has an issue with Kim and the rest of the family?
Telling me that I'm unhappy and that I'm miserable and that you have a side chat called Not Kourtney, but you're telling me that you're happy for me.
That's
Your
true.
kids have even come to me with problems that they have and how you are, so.
Kim, you cannot. Oh my God. Kim crossed the line. Kim crossed the fucking line when you bring up kids. Now, granted, she didn't say like anything bad about her kids, but just bringing up kids in general in relation to Kourtney's question of her parenting, because she just said to Kourtney that Kourtney's kids come to Kim about Kourtney and how she is. Oh my God. fucking shit. And all Kourtney says is that helpful? Like, I don't, like, that's like, this conversation is full of like the lowest blows about like each other's characters, and like, it's, how do you move on, like, from bringing up kids like this? Kim, you're on camera with that. And you know if Kourtney brought up your kids, you would be fucking livid and be ready to have another smackdown fight. Are you kidding me? So Kourtney goes, is that helpful? Didn't deny it, but says, is that helpful? Hell the fuck no, it's not helpful. It's gonna make her hate you even more, Kim. Oh my gosh.
You're like adding it into a fight to like have a side, like it's you and my friends and my kids.
And everybody against her.
It's like,
Oh my god.
witch.
Ooh.
And I hate you. Okay?
Damn. Now I do kind of like, okay. So stop it. Whoa. Okay, so I do agree with it there. It's like, fuck Kim. Like, you've literally told her you have all her friends who she speaks to on a daily. You guys have a side fucking group message where you talk about Kourtney, and it's labeled not Kourtney. You're saying that the family is also talking about Kourtney, and then you're going to say that her kids also are talking about her. So of course that is going to feel like the biggest ambush of life and make her hate you even more, which is what she fucking said. She said, I hate you. Do you know how strong of a word hate is? Hate. Let's look up hate. She said, I hate you to her sister. And I mean, with like a feeling of intense, passionate dislike for another person. Hate and revenge for her sister. But when you put it in the terms of you're literally saying everybody is against her like that, holy motherfucking shit. So I think this is going to be a good season. Oh my God. And I think that the family has chosen sides. I think that Kris has chosen sides. And it does feel like it's Kourtney against everybody else. And shame on those friends, whoever it is that are going between the two, and y'all are in this fucking message that is labeled not Kourtney, sitting there talking shit about your friend with whom you talk to on the daily. Y'all are fucked up for that. You're not true friends. Kourtney, you should definitely figure out who the fuck it is if you haven't already and get rid of them, because my goodness. And the bringing up of the kids, Kim, oh my gosh. Like, I know that Kourtney is like very strict. Like, she doesn't like to give them candies, sugary shit, processed foods. So their diets are probably very strict. But then again, they have a chef that can cook them anything they want. So even if it is, vegan or whatever, it's still probably going to be good, you would think. But I could see how Kourtney could be a little. And then Mason, I think he's pretty much with Scott now that he's gotten older. Their oldest son. And then there's Rain, and I think there's another one. But damn. This is gonna be a good season. So yeah, I just wanted to touch on that in my shallow news. Because wow, go to therapy. Kardashians go to therapy. That's the next show.
Since Meghan Markle has come on the scene, the Princess of Wales and Duchess of Sussex have really been accused of copying each other when it comes to their personal style, with clothing and outfits, or when it even comes to their hair. Now, here we have this interesting article that came out years ago about Meghan Markle and her messy bun and how it really goes against protocol. But then we see Miss Kate Middleton, the Princess of Wales, out with her messy bun just yesterday. They both have the wispy little trindles of hair in the front, very relaxed, very, very different for Kate, I feel. I have seen some other pictures of her with a bun, but this particular messy bun style I have not seen. So is Miss Shalon, Lindsay Shalon, who wrote this article in the past, going to write another article for the Princess of Wales? I'm guessing not, but it is interesting, and I do see an evolution of the Princess of Wales style. It's for one reason or another. I will say the Princess of Wales style here lately when she goes out on her engagement is more of a relaxed fit with her suits. They aren't as tailored, more wide-legged. Her hair, obviously she got the bangs cut in the front. I'm looking, I'm watching, I'm seeing. I've spoke about other reasons in previous videos as to why this style evolution is coming, but it might just be because they're getting her ready for her queen leadership role that she's going to be coming into. I am also seeing that it may have been out of protocol for Meghan Markle to wear her hair in this relaxed style under Queen Elizabeth, whereas now that we are under the reign of King Charles III, it is in protocol, or at least not against protocol, for the Princess of Wales to wear her hair in this relaxed manner. Along with nail polish, we have been seeing more color when it comes to the polish that the ladies are wearing under King Charles, opposed to the more pale pink under Queen Elizabeth.
So I am seeing in the comments that, Kate has worn the updos before, and we have one similar from 2015. That's a year I graduated college. That's like 8 years ago. Are we really pulling from 8 years ago? Oh my goodness.